When you think about goals, you imagine a thing or a status that you want, either money, fame, grade, and many more. Setting a goal is easy, but achieving it is difficult. You have to ask a simple question how, and from this question emerges a system. Let's talk more about it. Goals are for losers. First, what is goals? Goal is a recognizable desired state in the future that causes you to act differently in the present so as to realize it. A system is an organized collection of parts that are highly integrated to accomplish an overall goal. Goals are unlikely to be reached without a good system, which help you to reach them, and a system is useless without a good goal, which guide it. Means to achieve a goal you have to set a system, and for setting a system you have to understand what is your goal. First, let's talk about goals, and then we talk about system over the goals. For our purposes, let's say a goal is a specific objective that you either achieve or don't, sometime in the future. A system is something you do on the regular basis that increases your odds of happiness in the long run. If you do some things every day, it's a system. And if you are waiting to achieve it someday in the future, it's a goal. We have to cut the goal into the small steps that can be done on a daily basis, which we call as a system. And system can be done repeatedly, which can be done daily. So, daily we can take small steps towards our goal. Let's talk about system in short. When you set a goal, you get reward at the time when you achieve that goal. For that you have to wait long, and in that waiting time, you may lose the motivation and enthusiasm to complete or achieve the goal. Instead of this, you can create a system that lead you to your goal. And when you participate in the system, you can give yourself a participation trophy. And each day when you complete the system, you can give yourself a small reward. This small reward keeps you motivated all the time. Drawbacks of the goal. A perfect example of goal-oriented people are seen at the New Year resolution, where many want to lose their weight. The goal remains for a few weeks and suddenly disappears. Instead, if we make a system of eating healthier, going to walk, going to gym for 5 days in a week, it builds a system which would work in the long term. Goals are nothing but a specific objectives that someone want to achieve in the future. But at the present condition, they don't have the thing that they want to achieve. This led to the feeling of pre-success failure. Here, pre-success failure means a sense of feeling of not having the thing that they want to achieve in the future. They develop pre-success failure feeling when they are doing best in their performance. Because of that feeling, they want to achieve their objective. But in present, they feel empty. And when they are worst in their performance, they have the sense of permanent failure. Goals are the milestones or mile marker that you want to achieve in the future. You run towards them for some time, up to when you have the motivation. In this time, if you pass them, then you achieve the goal. And in that given time, if you don't pass them, then you stop to run towards them and never reach them. If you achieve a goal in that some time, then you share the goal story like in the words of luck or tell someone, oh, it worked. Goal-oriented people are currently in the discouragement of pre-success failure. A handful of problem arises when you spend too much time thinking about your goal and not enough time deciding in your system. System-oriented people succeed every time they apply their system, in the sense that they did what they intended to do. They have nothing to do with the goal at this point. They enjoy the process, which ultimately lead them to their goals. They have no pressure or burden of goal. Rather than the pressure and burden, they enjoy the process which brings them happiness. System allows you to create a process that you need to do continuously to achieve your goal. And doing that process continue, it makes a habit. So if you are doing a system to eat healthier for getting fit, then it becomes habit to eat healthier. Rather than luck like in the goal, in a system you find definite steps and mapping and planning. It is easy to note down the things and you know how you get there by stepping up slowly. While the system-oriented people are feeling good every time they apply their system, that is the big difference in terms of maintaining your personal energy in the right direction. Results had very little thing to do with the goals that we set and nearly everything to do with the system we followed. Because goals are completed after better result, and for better results you have to work on the system. It reduces decision making, means you have a daily system which working on a perfect time repeatedly. Every new day starts with the old system that you have planned, so you should not have to decide what to do next. And if you don't have a system, then at each point you have to decide what to do next after you have completed current ongoing task. Goals are the end products. For achieving goals, you have to get better. You cannot get better overnight. You have to climb each step daily, which can be done after setting a daily system, which helps you to climb each small step daily. Goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making a progress. Goals can provide direction and push you forward in short term, but eventually a well-designed system is always win. Having a system is what matters. Committing to a progress is what makes a difference. Goals are good for planning and systems are good for actually making a progress. Problems with goals. This topic is from the book of Atomic Habits. Problem number 1. Winners and losers have the same goal. We concentrate on the people who win and think that ambitious goals led to their success. But on the other hand, the loser, that means the people who don't succeed, have the same goals. So what makes the difference? The goal was the same for the winner and loser, but the winners implemented a system of continuous small improvement that they achieve a different outcome. Problem number 2. Achieving a goal is only momentarily change. Achieving a goal only changes your life for the moment. We need to change our results, but the results are not the problem. What we really need to change are the system that causes those results. In order to improve for good, you need to solve a problem at system level. Fix inputs and the outputs will be fixed themselves. Problem 3. Goal restrict your happiness. Goals create either or conflict. Either you achieve your goal and happy, or you fail and be disappointment. It is unlikely that your actual path through life will match the exact journey you had in mind when you set out. It makes no sense to restrict your satisfaction to one scenario when there are many paths to success. But when you fall in love with a process or a system rather than a product, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to happy. You can be satisfied anytime your system is running. Problem 4. Goals are odds with long-term progress. Goal-oriented people work hard for many days, but when they cross the finish line, they stop working. And because of this, many people revert to their old habit after accomplishing a goal. The purpose of setting goal is to win a game. The purpose of building a system is continue playing the game. True long-term thinking is a goalless thinking. It is the cycle of continuous improvement. It is like commitment to the process that will determine your progress. Here are some reasons that you should focus on your system. Goal, reduce your current happiness. For that you have solution to commit to a process, not to a goal. Secondly, goals are strangely at odds with long-term progress. Solution is that with the system-based mentality there is no trouble moving on. System-based thinking is never about hitting a particular number. It is about sticking to a process and not missing workout. Goals are about short-term results. System are about long-term process. In the end, process always wins. Goals suggest that you can control things that you have no control over. In goals, we try to predict how quickly we can make progress, even though we have no idea what circumstances or situations will arise along the way. To avoid it, build a feedback loop. Feedback loops are important for building a good system because they allow you to keep track of many different pieces without feeling the pressure to predict what is going on. Forget about predicting the future and build a system that can signal you when you need to make adjustment. How to translate a goal into a system? To build a system, use the goal you want to achieve. After considering the goal, which can be done within a certain time limit, after that, find one activity or task that you can do which will move you closer to your goal. Try to do your activity daily to meet the time limit you have set. Make it a habit, and finally, in this way, the system is set up. Estimate out how often per day or per week you have to do it to reach your goal. Enhance your system with as many of the ingredients, like by telling a friend who will remind you to do it. And for that you have to push yourself to work, or track your system by various tracking applications, or you can do it manually. And in this way you can enjoy every time you do it. So this is all about systems and goals. Please do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.